Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to continue working on part 7 of this building. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we added some room tags or room names, and then we uh, almost finished the level 2, and then I just saw something that we need to change a bit. So let's go to our 3D, and then here, if you notice, this is not above right here, or it's not touching. So the difference between this stairs is this is desired number riser to 18. So here we just need to click this and then change it to 18 as well. And as you can see, it will be leveled with that. And also we're gonna change the railing. So here you just need to select the railing and then click on class. And then here as well, and then let's select both of this by holding on control button and then changing it right here. And then now let's go around here so that we could change this as well. Let's move it around like that and select multiple by holding on control button. And then now everything is changed. Of course, we need to add in some railings. So let's go to level 2 and then let's add railings on the side right here. So we just need to go back to architecture, click on railing, make sure this is glass already, and then click on pick line and then offset to 50, similar to what we did before. And then make sure that we're selecting the outside like that. And then right here. And then now we just need to trim so that everything is connecting. Click finish. And then lastly, let's add one more just for the middle. It will be very small. But same thing, we just need to add a railing like that and then click it again just to change the distance or the width. Click finish and then let's look at it at 3D. So that looks fine. I like how it's connected and I'm happy with that. Now, next thing we're gonna do is we're going to our level 3. If you notice on level 3, the grid line is not showing for the horizontal. The reason for that is we need to double check all of our elevation if everything is being stretched from it. So here, what we can see is that the levels are stretched and the grid line is stretched all the way up. So that's good. So we have our south and then our north is okay. Let's look at east. So here at east, as you can see, this is not stretched, and then we need to stretch it from the left and the right as well. So just click 1, and then as you can see, dashed line indicates that you will be able to stretch everything at 1. And then here, you will stretch it here as well. So we just need to stretch it all the way. And then now, let's stretch this one all the way up as well. So on every floor, it will be visible. And then now let's check on our west elevation. And then here, it was fixed because of the east as well. And then it got stretched. So now, once we go back to our level 3, it will appear. So that's how you fix missing grid lines as well. And then obviously, with your visibility graphics, which is VG. You will always double check annotation categories if it's checked or unchecked. So here, grids are checked, so that's why it's appearing. So now we have our level 3, and we don't have our underlay. So we just need to go to our floor plan or properties, and then here, just change this to level 2. And immediately it will go to the top range of level 3 and looking down. So apply, and then now we have this. So in level 3, this will apply to all levels. So now what I did is we have a floor plan created in CAD. So I'm going to show you how to integrate it here in Revit. So now that we're in level 3, you need to go to level 3 as well, because we're going to paste it, or we're going to underlay it from this level. So you need to go to the level that you want it to be added. So level 3, go to insert. I'm going to provide this file on our part 1 description. So you will be able to have that. We could do import or a link CAD. I like link CAD because if I change something in my CAD with my AutoCAD file, I just need to reload it and it will be good as well. And you can choose import. It will be standalone. So once you change anything in AutoCAD, you will need to load it again as well right here, and it won't be linked. So that's basically the both difference. And then here I'm just gonna go to the location that I have, and then I put it in my Revit file category. It's also millimeters, so I just need to select that. It will basically check by itself, auto detect. Um, and now what I want to change is, because the look of the file is with AutoCAD, and it has a lot of colors, different colors there. I want it to just be black so that it's not overpowering in my eyes. You can do a preserve, and then it will be the same colors as before, but I rather have black and white. And then from there, click open. Now this will be appearing, and what you have to do is you need to unpin it so that we can move it to the center. So how do you do that? If you have this pin, if you see this pin, so you can just click that one. If not, you just need to go to your modify, make sure this is already selected, and then you just need to click this as well. Similar idea, um, different approach, because sometimes if you have a bigger floor plan, sometimes it's hard to look for it. So at least you know the difference. So if you can just click that, and then it will be able to move. Now we just need to move it. So you can use your move command or your arrow key from your keyboard. So now I just move it, and then I'm going to use my arrow key to basically uh, estimate it in the middle. So what I did is I have it the center line or the circle from the drawing. I have it on the center of the circular wall, and I'm just estimating it on that part. So you could use this as well. The reason that we're not doing the grid lines, and then it's because it's circular. It's very hard to uh, tell everybody that you need to do this and that on this situation. So that's why I provided this drawing so that it's easier for us to just maneuver from here, and then we could just trace it from there. And then the reason that we turn on the underlay is because so that we can see where the middle of the um, or where the location of the elevator. That's very important because this is very it's where we need to start before we start everything else. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to architecture and then click wall. Interior wall number one is already provided, and then now we can just pick line, and then here make sure allow, because earlier we didn't do that, and then we kind of messed up and has have to go back and join them all together. So here it's very easy to do. We just need to click, and then it will create the walls for us. Make sure to click the midpoint, so like that, and then let's try to click on the wall right there in the middle. And then we're just making sure that everything is clicked, and we could just move this back like that and then unjoin them. And then here we could just move it like that. So basically we have our elevator or the and then the midpoint of everything. And then we from there we could start um, and then we could add our walls similar to that. Now here, if you see, um, we have this overlay like that. What once we add the middle, we could remove the underlay, so that it's not confusing everyone. So none, apply that, and then we still have our midpoint or our um, focal point right here. And then from there, as you can see, we have our background imported. That's for number 3. And then let's try and add walls. Here, I'm just gonna add in interior wall number 1 again. And then here, I'm gonna go from the center point. And then I think it's easier for us to create um, the ellipse. So let's try and doing that. So click on wall and then try and click on ellipse. And then let's try and have this point first. So for me, the I'm just gonna add it there, and then now the size. If you go over, and that's gonna be fine. You don't need to be exact for now. So as you can see, we have it changed like that. Of course, we can move it a bit so that everything is covered. And as you can see, it's good enough. I think that's easier for us to do rather than doing it manually. And we still have the shape. That's a very important. I just want to know the offset of this. I think it's 2000 only. So for the circular, we could just um, click on the wall again, and then pick line, and then let's try 2000. I believe we did it at 2000. Yes, 2000 is more than enough to do. Okay, so that was a mistake. So let's do it again. And then 2000. Oops, join that. And then here we could just move it circularly and then connect it. And then from there, we could just um, undo them and then split them. So it's good enough to have it like that. We're gonna have an opening here or there as well. So don't worry about joining them yet. And then now we just need to add the walls on the other side as well. So here we have one. We can now click that CS again and then trace each one of the walls. If it's not connecting, you know what to do. You need to connect them all together. Here I'm just doing, I'm adding it in the midpoint of the walls. Even though it's thicker, that's fine. And then here, as you can see, the walls are angular on this spot. So that's fine. We need to um, do what the drawing says and just angle it a bit. It doesn't need to be perfect, but at least we're adding those ones. And then obviously we're gonna add where the doors are. So don't worry about that. Here as well, we need to add the inside, the closet space for that. Here is the kitchen. We could add that later on. What we're focusing on is the walls, because we can turn off and on the background if we want to, so that it's not confusing. Here again, it's not a straight wall, it's angular. So we just need to angle it a bit, and like that. Add the closet like that. So even though it's circular, if you can see that the design will make you think that everything is rectangle because of the angles that we're creating. I'm angling it as well. It's not perfect, but we're able to do it. And then overlapping those kind of stuff. Here we're just gonna add the closet. Space here for the plumbing. I'm just gonna go over here so that I could just need to do it one time, and then here it's gonna overlap. That's fine as well. So the kitchen, everything. So I know it's a lot, but we need to do it. I'm gonna add this one as well. And similar to that, we're going to, so I'm just double checking if I already added those. I know it's kind of confusing for some, but if you just follow, I could teach you how to turn on and off this. So if you want to turn off and on, what you have to do is, so here we could just move this one a bit like that. So everything is joined. So what you do is type in VG, that's visibility graphics, and go to imported categories. And if you uncheck this, so uncheck that, apply, and then OK. It now disappear and you'll be able to create yours as well. But now, as you can see, we're missing here because, yeah, we missed something here. So now we could just go back. So you can just go on and off with that. So I'm checking which one is. So actually we didn't miss anything, but we just need to add in the doors so that it doesn't confuse us if we miss any walls. So at least you know how to turn on and off those. Uh, let's continue this on the next video, and then I'm gonna show you more of the trick, and then we're gonna add more details. So thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.